Hello, welcome to Parental Composure with our community now. This is Elise, and I am here with Mike, the Father of the Year. And
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
And we are here for our episode 7 of Parental Composure.
And just a reminder, this podcast is brought to you by Penn. Don't settle for the audience. The competition wants to show you. Let Penn create the audience that you need. Visit them today at pennbn.com. But all jokes aside, be sure to subscribe to our channel, ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos. Ding! You have the option to be notified for occasional videos of all of them. I'm sorry. Very sorry. I apologize. This is my first time. I don't know if y'all noticed we switched roles. So if you are on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on the notifications. Boom!
Yep.
Let's go.
Woo! Oh,
I did it. See?
Yes,
I
good
did
job.
It. How do you like that?
High five.
See?
High five. High five.
Okay.
Okay.
You did the intro. Congratulations.
I was a little nervous about that, but I did do it. So thank you very much for giving me that opportunity. And now on to our episode 7.
All right. What are we talking about today? Lay it on, man. Let's go.
Okay, so Mike, we are going to be talking about kids getting into mischief in the house.
Okay, and that's our episode. Have a good night. This is something I don't like talking about.
Why? I mean, it's just it happens, right? I mean, all kids get into mischief. I think Mike doesn't want to talk about it because he doesn't want to go into this discussion about how he gets upset about donuts, maybe.
Oh, is that a mom's point of view?
Maybe. But other than that, we are going to talk about drawing on the walls, making art in the house, but not on a canvas. So, have you ever had... I almost think we have these
episodes that get me raged.
I think they actually do.
Every time I think about something my kids did, I start getting raged.
I know. I can tell. That's why it's a little,
All right. I'm ready. I'm composed.
Okay. Oh, yes. See, that's the point. We got to be composed so that we can help other parents be composed, right? So, as a composed father...
Oh, my gosh. I can't. I cannot think about it.
What?
All right, let's go.
I thought that you were going to quit the show right now. I thought you were like, I'm off. Bye.
Okay, all jokes aside, let's go. Let's do it.
So, have you ever had an instance where a child of yours has drawn on the walls?
What kind of question is that?
Okay. What is your experience with it?
All right, so...
Good job.
So,
Breathe.
Of course, it had to be Jackson, the boy, and
the boy.
I think it was on a football Sunday, actually. We trying to figure out where he was, and we get up, we go around the corner into our other family room, and there he is. And he's sitting on the stairs, just looking like, what? I didn't do anything. And then the entire family room.
You just know
the
at
entire
that
family
point.
room is just
on
his toy, on his actually can we get those pictures? Just show them all.
No, bad.
The house though.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Now I really want to know, was it a Sharpie? Was it like a permanent marker?
Now, initially we thought it was a Sharpie.
Oh.
That's why I just flicked my lid.
Yeah.
And then after I was done yelling at Jackson, then Kristen tells me it was just one of those washable markers.
Yeah.
But
what did you guys use to get it out?
That Mr. Clean magic eraser thing.
Oh yeah, those were awesome.
But later on in the day, we went up. We were all going upstairs. Like it's kind of like a little routine. Everybody goes upstairs at the same time for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But so we all go upstairs, and I take a look to the left, and on Riley's door, Jackson had drew all over her white door. That was a Sharpie.
What was Riley upset about it?
No, Riley didn't care because she didn't. She knows she didn't do it. It was on the outside too, so she doesn't have to look at it.
Dang.
So if my landlord's listening, I promise you, we are going to fix that.
Yeah, no. So it's still there right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it just takes like a coat of paint to cover something up. But I mean, honestly, that kind of stuff's kind of fun to kids shouldn't be drawing on the walls, but kids are naturally creative. So, I mean,
Right.
I sensed a little bit of sarcasm in your voice right there. Okay, coming from somebody that loves to draw and do art,
That's an excuse.
there is a part of me that likes to see that because these kids are just expressing themselves. They're drawing on whatever they can. What do you think goes on through a kid's head? Oh, I'm going to draw on something because I want to get in trouble. No. Normally it's just, I have this great idea in my head and I don't have a piece of paper in front of me, so I'm going to draw on the wall.
So your kid draws all over your living room wall. Wow, honey, such a nice horsey. Really? Come on, Elise. I'm glad your husband gets to hear this from you.
Okay.
Because he's going to ask you, what are you thinking?
I know. So
now your kids are going to draw over the wall.
There is something that happened. My daughter, actually. So it's not just a boy thing. My daughter drew literally all over our living room, all over our coffee table, all over our couch. And
all over
she
your
woke
couch?
up early. And we used to wake up, when they would get up early, obviously we'd get up with them because they were little and they can't be up alone. But she literally got up before it was like the crack of dawn. And we didn't even know she was up. So we walk out and we're like, what's going on? No one's woken up yet, Normally she'd come in. Yeah, she was in the living room making art all over our stuff. And that was kind of not that great because it was a Sharpie. So
Whoa, she did it on the couch?
She did it on the couch.
What color was your couch?
Tan.
Oh,
and it was a black Sharpie, so she was literally drawing circles all over.
How do you fix that?
We had to take off the cover of our couches and washed them in the washing machine and scrubbed them and then washed them again.
And that worked?
It worked. Believe it or not, it worked. But yeah, so it does suck.
Nice unicorn you drew there, honey, on our nice
I know.
$2,000 couch.
Oh, did you? That article that we were talking about. Okay, guys, if you haven't read this article, you got to go to ourcommunitynow.com. It's where we have all of our articles, and we just posted something. Wait, did we post it, or was it something that was shared?
No, we didn't.
Crap.
It was something that was shared.
Now we're going to write an article.
But we're going to put it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, we're going to put it on our Facebook page. If we don't write it, we write plenty of articles. So, I mean, go to ourcommunitynow.com anyways and read all the stuff that we have. But there is this article about this guy that walks in and there's this unicorn farting rainbows. It's awesome.
I don't understand. Awesome? Who says that? What parent says that?
It is. It was this little, I think it was a little girl.
I was expecting you to say funny, not awesome.
Okay. All you people out there listening that know me know that that's just a normal.
Yeah. Mother of the year.
No, Kristen's the mother of the year. We all know that. But I am just saying that I think that it's great when kids express themselves. Sometimes it doesn't work when they are doing it on the walls, but...
And that's our show for this week, next week, and the week after.
That's why kids like me.
We're supposed to be composing these...
Okay.
Composing these parents, not... It's okay for your kids to draw on the wall.
But sometimes... Okay, so let's get a little deep here. Sometimes, maybe... parental composure comes from not taking things too serious, right?
Oh, honey, it's okay. Just go ahead and color their hair on the TV. Yeah, no problem.
Hey, we have some railing in our house right now that's old, and we're going to be replacing it probably next year. And so it's mine and my daughter's plan to paint all over it because it's going to be replaced.
What?
Right? So, So Josh, who is not a parent, just walked in and said, art is okay, but not on my stuff. Okay, I get it. Yes, there are things that we don't want.
Now it's coming from you at all sides. The father side and the non-parent side.
Honestly, but I can't back down on this. This is just my personality. But, it does drive my husband crazy.
I was going to say, if your husband was sitting here on this podcast right now, I'm sure you wouldn't invite it.
I mean, I think that he would agree with
fights that?
you, because
it's not
he's
okay
very
to draw a line.
organized and likes things in place. But that's why we're married, right? We got the balance. So he's kind of the extreme on one side. I'm the extreme on the other. So I like art. Kids, keep drawing on those walls.
Yeah, you keep drawing on those walls if you want to.
Just kidding.
You keep drawing on them.
I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I know there's been. It's hard when especially with those Sharpies, because it does not come out easily at all. And it gets frustrating, especially when you're renting, like we both were when it happened or are. And so it's like that's like the first thing that comes into your head is like, this is not my freaking house. My kids are ruining it. Ha!
I'm still trying to get over you saying it's okay to draw on stuff.
This is the thing, though. Okay, so if it is on a wall, like a white wall, and they draw on it, like, how hard is it to just be like, doop, paint over it? Now, the issue is you don't want your kid to think that it's okay, right? So that is the issue. And so what was your solution when he did that? Like, did you guys have, like, a solution that you came up with?
I just made my kids clean it up.
But I'm saying, like, did you have, like, something that you put up so that they could draw, like, so he could draw, like, easily?
Oh, yeah. Well, so we
anything?
we just keep giving him new dry erase boards.
Okay.
Like the ones that are about this tall and then this wide. And we got 3. He has 3 of them.
Yeah.
One in his room, one in the living room, and then one in his playroom. So
that's actually a really good idea. Can he, he can pick them up,
he can pick
and
them
bring
up
them
and take
around
them,
the
whatever.
house and stuff?
Actually, there's one smaller one on the fridge.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So when
even
he's
better.
in the kitchen, because he always likes going in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Probably to sneak snacks. But
probably.
but a lot of times, actually, like recently, he'll go out of the family room and, he's being quiet. So when 3-year-old's being quiet, something's wrong.
Yep.
And then he's just sitting there on the fridge. Jackson, what are you doing? Nothing. And he's, there you go. Do you raise a...
You know what? That's really good. So
really
Josh
good.
came in and said, any of you raising a graffiti artist? And my daughter came home with a paper the other day that said, my favorite art is street art. So I think that's pretty hilarious.
There's no way I could be a parent of a graffiti artist or a wannabe graffiti
Have you
artist.
seen that graffiti art? Have you seen those murals?
Oh, yeah.
Some of them are freaking
I don't know how you do that with a spray paint can.
I don't either. That takes talent. Where do you think that they learn to do that?
I have problems spray
On
painting
their walls.
anything. Really?
I'm just kidding. The point of this show, Mike, is to have different perspectives, right? Right? Nobody wants to hear people saying the same thing.
Nobody wants
or
to hear any
agreeing.
parent saying, yeah, it's okay. It's okay,
Okay.
honey. Turn my couch into a mural.
Okay, this is the thing. This is reality, guys. This is reality. As a parent, if I saw my kid doing it, I probably would react with, oh my God, what are you doing? Right? But then...
Right, because that's our reaction.
Because that, like, as a parent...
Oh my God, no. What the beep? That's a normal parent reaction.
Okay,
But, go ahead, keep going.
But, like, deep down inside, actually, I probably would laugh. I'd probably be like, oh my God.
That's it.
Yeah.
We're done. You're supposed to be telling the truth here.
I'm telling the truth.
If you actually laugh when your kids do that,
I don't want
How do you
them
and
to
your
see
husband
that I'm
not fight?
laughing. Are we talking about a marriage here or parenting?
this is both. This is part of both.
Yeah, well, my husband and I do argue sometimes.
Oh, you just drew on my $3,000 couch. That's so funny. Oh my God.
Yeah, no. That's. I'm talking about walls. I'm not talking about couches. That would make me mad. I have to say that would make me mad. Because walls you can paint over, you can clean, but
Obviously, you love to paint.
I do.
No, not me. Nope.
Well,
Not painting
maybe
unnecessarily.
Well, maybe you should start.
So if you tell your kid,
Maybe it would give you a little bit of art therapy.
If your kid has it in his brain that it's okay to draw on the wall, you're going to be one painting.
And that's the
SOB.
issue. And I know I'm probably contradicting myself right now, guys. I get it. But, I have this struggle in my head of having to be a parent and then having my own, interests.
So very true.
Yeah. So, our producer's trying to show us something, and I can't read.
He really wants to chime in.
I can't read
really
from
does.
here. Okay.
He really wants to chime in. He really does. Why don't you just go ahead and say it? The touch-up never what? Oh, that is very true.
Okay. So he's saying the touch-up never looks right. Well, you can go to Home Depot, and they will match your paint.
You want to do all that? You want to do all that for your kid to draw on the wall? Who wants to do that?
Okay,
Hey, Peter, it's me again. Yes, I know we just saw each other 2 days ago, but I need my wall touched up again.
Oh, okay. I know. Okay. I would not be pissed though if it was on the wall. If it was on the couch, I'd be pissed. If it was on the wall,
I'd be pissed. I'd be irate.
I would be like
irate.
I'd say this is not okay. Like I would be like, you guys, like you cannot do this. But I would go in my room and I'd start laughing because I would think it's funny. And I'd think that they were expressing themselves.
Yeah, you'd be the one going down to Home Depot to see Peter too.
Yeah, see, that's what my husband would say, because he'd be the one to, like, probably paint over it, because I'd be like, let's just leave it, it's a mural. And he'd be like, no, we got to paint over this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not talking bad.
Her and her caffeine, I tell you.
Okay, so let's get back on subject. So you start talking about how Jackson likes to sneak into the kitchen, or he likes to be in the kitchen because he likes snacks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So have you ever had one of those instances where your kid, like, gets a snack, but he's like, no, I didn't, and he has, like, chocolate all over his face?
Oh, yeah. He's still doing it, too.
That is, yeah.
I think he actually believes that we believe him.
I know. I think it's so cute.
And we literally take the snacks and raise it to the next shelf.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He still gets it. What do you mean?
So how does
he has that look?
Does he
just
like
what do you
climb
mean?
up? I think you've said how he climbs up on the counters. How does he get up there?
Pushes the chair. He literally pushes the chair from the dining room table all the way to the kitchen, all the way to the counter, and he climbs up.
Oh, man.
But here's the kicker: he can't get down.
Yeah. So does he like call you guys?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then you go in and you're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I tell him many times, no, you got up there, get back down.
Yeah.
And he's scared to try and get back down because he's scared he's going to fall. So
that is
one day
awesome.
I'm just going to leave him up there. You know what? I should take a video. Just leave him up there. See how
You
long he
should
stays
take a video.
up
Yeah, you got to share it. We'll share it on here. It's pretty entertaining. But then does he deny that he's been like taking stuff? And you're like, I know that you took
there. Why
stuff.
are you on the counter? And he's, I looking. Right. Yeah, you're looking.
That is so funny. Oh, I love it. Yep.
While he has a pack of freaking fruit snacks in his hand. I looking.
That's cute. Yeah, my daughter did that one time. We made like cupcakes or something, like chocolate cupcakes. And I told the kids, I said, those are not for right now. They're for after school. And she was home because she was little. And she comes in and she has crumbs all over her mouth. I have a video of it. And I'm like, did you get into the cupcakes? No. No. And she just denied it.
Riley is infamous for this. Like,
Really?
You know how you buy snacks for, listen, when you come home from school, this is for your snack.
Right.
Man, and we're trying to figure out why these go so quick. Like, look, we bought you enough for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way they're gone.
Oh, they're gone in 2 hours.
And she blames her older sisters. But the thing is that, guess where we find the wrappers?
In her room?
Nope, in the couch.
Oh, my God.
In the living room.
That's actually really smart.
And we know
It's a
our
neutral
older
zone.
kids are not that stupid. We know our kids are not that stupid because it's one of Riley's favorite spots on the couch.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on.
So it's like, so she thinks that she's being smart by like hiding it and not putting it in her room, but she's still putting it in her spot.
Yeah. And
so
with all the stuff that she actually thinks we believe, we got to go do a murder mystery about it because we're trying to figure out why our snacks are going so fast.
That is hilarious.
That's happening now. Probably happened when I get home from work.
So it's like an everyday
What are you doing
occurrence.
tonight? A little murder mystery on some cookies. Story of my life, people. Story of my life.
That's awesome.
I'm doing investigations over fruit snacks and cookies.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Well, because you spend all this money on freaking food and you're like, okay, I'm going to get these, snacks for the week. And within a day, they're gone. My kids do the same thing.
Happen?
I don't know, but it drives me nuts because it's like these are supposed to last a week, right?
And my kids are skinny as a toothpick. Like if you're eating all these snacks, you should be
It's not fair.
obese.
Yeah, but that's the joy of being a kid. They don't have to worry about that
Yeah,
stuff.
well, guess what, kids? It all catches up to you at some point.
Yes, it does.
I promise.
It all catches up to you. After 30, it's for real. It actually does. I used to seriously think that was just a myth until I turned 30, and I was like,
Let's just call them
what
the
is
depression
going
years.
on? The depressing years?
Yeah, because once you hit 30, it's just.
So what's going to happen when we hit 40?
I'll let you know next year.
Oh, dang.
Wait, no, I'll let you know this year. Sorry,
Oh, when's your birthday?
none of your business.
No, I want to know. When's your birthday?
July.
July what?
None of your. Come on. I'm not gonna tell you.
Why is it such a big secret?
Because people do things on my birthday. They cover my entire office thing with.
Oh, I remember Joy saying
Then
that.
they wrap every single thing. So I'm not telling you. I'm not reminding anybody about my birthdays anymore.
We got to show a picture of that. Didn't Joy say she had a picture?
Yes, she does.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to get a picture of that. That's awesome. For your birthday, we'll put it on the back screen. Like, happy birthday. Oh, your daughter did say you're a Cancer. So I can figure it out. Yeah.
I'm a Cancer. Wow, that tells me a lot.
She said that you're sensitive. That's what
I
she
don't care
said.
If you guys go
Right,
back to
Michaela?
the episode, I don't care what she says. I'm not. Do I look sensitive to you? Huh? Am I crying right now?
It's all a front, Mike. It's all a front.
Am I like, ooh, nice unicorn on the wall, honey? No, I'm not sensitive.
Are you mocking me?
Just saying. Just saying.
Okay. All right. So what's the next? Oh, yeah. So kids like to draw on the walls. They like to draw on the floors. They like to sneak snacks and pretend like they're not. But they also like to draw on each other. Right?
Very true. I should have gave a picture to Josh about that because, oh my gosh, you guys should see this picture of, I think Haley drew on Michaela.
Oh, my God.
Or it could be the other way around, but yeah.
What was it? What did she do?
I mean,
Was it just like random stuff all over her?
it was. Like, oh my goodness.
So what do you do in that situation? Because, I mean, a wall is one thing, but if you know that your kid can take a bath.
You just let him run around with it all day long. No, you're not allowed to wash it off. No.
With like face tattoos,
Yep.
like all
Go
over.
outside with your friends. Let them look at it. Ha ha. Hope you get made fun of. But guess what? It never happened again.
Agree on that again. Oh.
Never happened again.
Why?
No, I mean, they never drew on each other again.
So because they went outside and their friends were probably
Because you got to wear it all day long.
What is all over you?
Yep, you got to wear it for 24 hours.
Yep. This is kind of an embarrassing story, but when I was a kid, I didn't know that. So I had.
I'm ready for this.
I had these. You should ask my mom. I had these little like suction cup thingies, and so I thought it was funny to just put them on my arms, and they ended up looking like hickeys all over my body, and I had to go to dance class, and I remember my mom being like, what did you do? Because at that point, I don't know what it is. I'm just like, oh, this is cool. This thing is like making, like weird stuff all over my body.
How old were you?
I was like, I think like 7.
Can you imagine the other parents? Oh my gosh, that 7-year-old has hickeys all over
I
her
know.
body. What's wrong with her
now that I'm a
parents?
mom, I feel so bad for my mom that like I did that because she was probably like, what the heck
Now, you wouldn't have been you wouldn't have gone that day.
And I had to go. I know. I had to go to dance class and everything. So kids just get into the weirdest stuff. So another thing is, like other stuff in the house, like what other things like can kids get into? So they can get into markers. They can draw on themselves. They can draw on each other. What else?
Kristen really hates when like the girls get into her hair stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because while they're growing, like they start getting into the whole woman thing. And
Yep.
They want their hair to look like amazing.
Yes. So she has like her products and stuff that she spends her money on, and
her hair ties, and like that's one of the biggest things.
Yes.
Like she will flip her lid over some hair tie.
Yeah.
Jeez, calm down. And there's like a drawer full of like thousands of them.
Well, but she has the ones that she likes probably, and then they're gone.
All women are weird.
See, but I haven't had to deal with that yet because my daughter's still young. But
Riley doesn't.
See...
Oh well, you at least got a year before that happens because Riley doesn't.
So does she She likes to do her hair and stuff.
She flat irons it all the time.
Oh wow!
And, yeah.
Dang.
It's
well,
really
she has
annoying,
older
actually.
sisters too, so that she probably has seen that.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think, and I assure you, I love women, I respect women, all that. But you women are so weird when it comes to your hair. You're like, why?
Well, because we have to be. I mean, we have hair, so we have to take care of it.
There's a lot of women that I know that pay attention more to their hair than their clothing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a preference. Now that I'm getting older, I have to start dyeing my hair because I get gray hairs. These kids make me gray. So all these women.
That's why I shaved today because everything was turning gray.
See. So I mean, but you just have a little bit. Like guys just have a little bit of hair, and for some reason nowadays it's okay for guys to have salt and pepper hair. It's like, oh, that looks good, but for women. We feel the need that we have to dye it.
But the thing is, you guys spend a lot of money on hair products, getting your hair done.
I know.
I think I was talking to somebody a couple weeks ago, and she said she spent like $200 to do something with their hair, but it didn't look any different. Like, I don't get it. Like most of the time, you women do something to your hair, and it doesn't change anything.
But you know what? It's what it does too. I mean, because when you're a woman and you're working hard, whether that's at a job or at home, like you want to feel good about yourself because, I mean, that's important for women. Like they need to take care of themselves. They're taking care of everybody else all the time.
But I'm afraid my wife is going to have a heart attack over a freaking hair tie. Like, are you guys that sensitive when it comes to your products?
Well, then the solution is you better go get your wife some more hair ties so that she'll never run out. That's not that hard, Mike.
Really?
Yes.
All this over here.
That was well, you know what? It's hers. I think that's the biggest thing. It's hers, and she doesn't want somebody to take it. Do you have things that are yours that you don't like kids taking?
So as everybody sees, I hit a nerve talking about hair products. But
I'm not mad about it.
She literally
I'm sticking up for
loses her
Kristen.
mind. She loses her mind when Riley comes in and I need a hair tie. Hell no! No, you don't need no hair tie. Like, oh, okay. Or borrowing the shampoo and conditioner. Well, shampoo and conditioner is actually huge.
Yeah, well, that's expensive.
When somebody comes in and they're like, I need to borrow your shampoo and conditioner. Ooh.
Well, because
don't be in a room with Kristen when that happens.
Because she's probably buying stuff that's specifically for her hair that she needs, and then the kids are taking it that don't actually need it. So, like, when you go dye your hair, you need some special shampoo to dye your hair or to keep it, dyed. Oh my God, can't talk right now. You know what I'm saying.
That's good. You know why you can't talk right now?
No.
You're getting fired up.
Is my face turning red?
She is getting mad.
I'm getting mad. I told you I'm Italian. I can get mad. So you better watch it. You better watch out.
Oh, hey, the gabagoo.
Gabagoo.
No, gabagoo. No, gabagoo. Gabagoo.
That's good, Mike. That's good. So what else? Like, what else should we talk about? Because, I mean, there's so many things with parenting that can get on our nerves. But the solution is, I think, just to be patient, to be calm, to not take life too seriously. Right, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
Don't take life too seriously. What? Huh?
Well, I mean, that's just the solution.
Well,
I think that sometimes it doesn't work, but we can try. We can always try.
all right. So let's talk about something.
Okay, yeah, you tell me what to talk about.
Let's go. Let's get older in the years.
Okay.
When is it enough? When is enough enough? Mm-hmm. To what age is your kid like you're to the point where it's like, okay, look, listen, you gotta go, you gotta grow up, you gotta do your thing.
Is this something that you're personally dealing with?
No.
Okay.
I'm asking for a friend. Okay. I love my kids so much. They know it, you know it, y'all know it, but but honestly, I don't want to kick anybody out right now. No, because we have a new baby coming and this and that. So the more the merrier. But I do know, because it was a conversation that I had with somebody I can't remember, but I think they were 30 years old, still living with their parents. Like,
okay.
Is that?
So
unless they're helping like helping their parents and something like
Which
that. But if
does
they
happen.
were just at home, just being a bum and not doing or helping out with anything, like when is it safe to tell your kid, get out?
Honestly, it's different for everybody. So I can't really say the solution for everyone, but for me personally, I would not. Unless they're saving up, unless they're saving up to buy a house or something, or to move out eventually, or even sometimes people will be staying at home to, pay off student loans or something.
Well, what if they're 34 and they told you when they were 18 that I'll be out soon?
Yeah, no. I wouldn't. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm 35 and I've been out of the house since I was 17.
It's different when you're, in between houses, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But still at your parents' house.
Yeah.
That's just
well, I think the biggest thing is what are we doing as parents to prepare them for that? I mean, we need to I think when
find them a significant other. That's what we got to do.
Well,
So
I mean, that does help.
Get out.
I mean, when you, I mean, I do think that that they should learn to do it on their own, but at the same time, it does help when they have somebody to do.
I was thinking in the
that
movie, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Okay.
It was with
I forget.
I think Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
And Kate Hudson.
Yes. Yes.
And Sarah Jessica Parker, wasn't it? Or Kate
I don't
Hudson.
remember. They
I can't
look
remember either.
similar to me.
But his parents paid.
Oh yeah, they
to-
paid her
right.
to get him more independent, or
Right. I think it's get him independent
Yeah,
and
yeah.
get him out and things like that.
Yeah.
But it kind of backfired.
That's a good movie. Yeah, because they end up
Yeah, we'd have to
getting
get our
together or
double
whatever.
feature people in here to talk about
Okay,
that. 'cause
I think that's
they know.
what we're
They know
gonna
every
do.
movie they know
Yeah.
every movie on Earth.
They do. They're freaking impressive. If
And
you
they're
haven't-
also on YouTube. They're also on our community now. YouTube
Yeah.
double feature. They talk about everything that has to deal with movies and
Yep.
Marvel. You'd be surprised on everything they know.
I
But-
think they just did an episode on musicals too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So if you guys
Check
like
them out.
musicals, definitely check them out. They're fun. They're twins, so that's always
They're hilarious.
yeah, they're hilarious.
But yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
And you see it a lot nowadays. I actually see it. I mean, I guess I wasn't paying attention back in the day when I was a little bit younger, but I see it more these days where people are just living with their parents.
Yeah, I know.
And they're literally that's their plan, is to live with their parents forever.
Well,
and I'm
and-
like that. I don't think that's okay. You got to give your parents their
I have to agree with you on that.
the rest of their life to enjoy it with just them two.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially when you haven't had that chance, getting married young and stuff. It's or, having babies young, not necessarily being married, but you don't have that opportunity to kind of have that time. So I agree.
And
I agree.
my favorite phrase is, "I'm not going to be here forever." So
Yep.
every time Kristen asks me to do something so simple, and it's like I tried to teach her something to do it before, and she's just like, I don't care, I got Mike. But I always say it, and Kristen will back me up. I'm not always going to be here.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's true.
And that's the thing. My thing is that when I go to, when I threaten to kick my kids out or I do kick my kids out, it's not personal. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be here forever. So if you don't get out and learn how to adult and all that stuff, what are you going to do when I'm gone?
I know.
Like, you're going to be a burden on your mom?
I think that.
To take care of you. And then when she's gone, yeah, it's just,
Ow, my lip.
Did we catch that on camera? Did she just go boom onto the mic?
I was like, my lips are so freaking dry from this Colorado weather.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to it too.
Honestly, like, I think that kids need to be prepped.
I mean, it's
like,
in a nutshell, yes.
I tell my kids, sorry, is my lip bleeding? I don't know. I tell my kids all the time, like, even now, like, early, like, you are going to move out at 18 and you're going to start working. Because, dude, I started working at, like, 12. I was babysitting, and then I worked at a coffee shop at, like, 14. I was getting up early to do it. Like, so kids need to, like, I know that they have school, and it's stressful for kids nowadays. It is. But as parents, I feel like we need to start them early and just being like, look, you need to work. You're not the thing I tell my son all the time, because he's going to be having to get a car soon, and he's 14. And I'm like, you are going to be doing this the rest of your life. Because he's like, well, I'm in wrestling, I'm in sports, and I'm at school, and then I'm going to have to work. I'm like, so, like, people are doing that all the time. Like, when you're a parent, you don't get a break. If you're not a parent, you don't get a break. You go to work and you get your stuff done at night, and then you go to work the next day, and it just never ends.
Yeah.
And if you go to college, that's another thing. Like, how are you going to pay for college? You're going to be working and going to school.
I mean, if you just sit there and think about it, like, what would I have done different? And one of my biggest answers are, I would have listened to my parents. Because in all honesty, they tried to get me to be independent. I was totally against it. So I had a rough several years in adulthood.
Yeah.
But when I finally learned, it's like, man, only if I was able to do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So biggest thing is that our kids don't get, and I try to tell them all the time, if you work hard now, it will all pay off in the end.
Yep.
But I don't know.
And they won't regret it, because then when, real life hits and they're having to work hard and they're tired all the time, like, they're going to be used to it. And they're going to be like, this is just normal.
And they're like, why can't I sleep all day? Because you got things to do.
Right. You know why you can't sleep all day. I honestly, like, that's a big thing for me too. Like, I think it's super important for kids as they grow up, like, to know adulting.
Yeah.
Before they're adults, because once you can't wait till they're 18 to say, yeah, you're an adult, you're supposed to know how to be an adult. That doesn't work that way. You have to start slowly showing them. I mean, we have our kids doing chores and stuff, like,
oh yeah, absolutely. And
early on.
They think we're being jerks.
I know.
And it's like,
it's
no,
always,
we're teaching you responsibility.
I know.
And
I know.
It's just,
and sometimes
we're such bad. Everybody is bad parents.
Yep.
We all suck.
We're all bad.
Boo.
We're the worst.
Yes, you.
So I know, like, I think sometimes I do feel bad. Like, I'll be like, oh man, am I making
sensitive?
No, but
Elise
like,
again.
as a mom, like, I do say, like, if the kids are gone all day, like, if they're at school and then they have sports and then it's like 7:00 at night and they have dishes to do, sometimes I'm like, I kind of like feel bad, but then I'm like, no, like, this is gonna be their life. Like, when they're an adult, they're not gonna just be able to be like, I don't feel like doing that,
Yeah.
So then it's like the kids will be like, I don't want to do dishes. I'm like, sorry, like, this is your chore, like, you need to get your chores done, like, that's life.
Like, if they just plan. Just plan it out, like, how your day is going to go. And, like, your son, who's 14, he's if he decides to go do professional sports and stuff, unless he's Deion Sanders or Bo Jackson, he's only going to be doing one sport. So, now. So it's just, all they will have to focus on is that. But, I mean,
Yeah.
I try to tell them, it gets easier.
Yeah.
But, learn. You have to learn now. Just like with anything you do, you have to learn it.
Oh, yeah.
Before you, so.
Practice makes perfect. Right?
What's wrong with these kids, people?
What is wrong?
I'm done.
What is wrong with these kids these days?
I mean, look at these two. Huh. So innocent, right? No, they're not innocent. No. These are her horns, people. Yes.
You know what?
That's her horns.
That's awesome. I haven't noticed that before.
Sorry,
no, but
I went to a rant real quick. Can't control myself.
There are some pretty impressive kids out there too. Like I think I do get impressed by the resilience of kids.
Me too.
Because like we've talked about before, nowadays it's tough to be a kid. Like, we go every year. It just seems like time goes faster and faster, and people get busier and busier. Like it just doesn't end. So I do get impressed by the kids that are willing to just
it's
be
amazing.
responsible and stuff.
And for all you parents out there who have those perfect kids, you need to let us know how it's done. Cause
yeah, seriously.
You should see how excited I get when my 20-year-old makes her car payment. I'm like, yes! 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 Did you pay your insurance? No.
But at least at least she, did one thing. Like that is adulting too.
One payment.
That's adulting too, is having to deal with the consequences. Because then when you're 25 and you haven't been doing that great, your credit's not very good. You're like, oh, natural consequences.
And somebody has explained to me before, and I actually thought about it. I'm going to miss, when they're actually gone, I'm going to miss these times.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Being, my little wisecracks at them and all that stuff. There's not going to be anybody to make fun of them.
You're going to make me start crying.
Can we cue Amazing Grace?
This morning I was looking for a picture to put on this podcast of drawing or whatever. And I couldn't find one, but I was scrolling through all my pictures and I literally almost started crying at my desk. Because it's crazy how fast life goes by. I just remember my kids being so small, and now they're big, and it makes me sad.
Can we have a moment of silence for Elise? 5 seconds, please.
It really does.
5 seconds, please.
Okay, I'm good now.
All right, she's great.
No,
awesome.
so I know we talk, we like to talk crap and be fun and kids are hard.
We love our kids. Come on now.
But I really getting down to it, parenting. There's nothing like it because it's fun to see the people that your kids become. No one's perfect. I know my parents probably look at me and wish that I could be different in some ways. I know that they do, but it's fun for them, I'm sure, to see, me become my own person. And you're literally raising this miracle that comes, and they're this tiny little thing. And that's happening soon for you, Mike. And then they become their own little people. And then they become adults and they're doing things like you said, your daughter's paying her own, car payments. And it's I just got to say.
What the hell happened to our show?
Well, you know what? I'm a mom and I can talk like that. It's okay to be sentimental sometimes.
I guess.
So, kids, I'm proud of you.
We're here to talk trash about our kids, It's
Hey,
but look,
parenting,
parenthood is a cult. It's a cult. Parenthood is a cult.
How?
What do you mean? Are you serious?
Wait, so how? Explain.
All parents stick together. All parents
but
are one.
I think of a cult as a negative thing.
Oh my God, why? Because is it a negative thing?
I don't know.
I thought a cult was like a gang, like a group.
So I like what about tribe? It's like a tribe. Parenting is
Okay, we had to bring a sensitive word in here. Okay, so parenthood is a tribe.
No, but for real, it's true. I agree with you.
I'm known as Old Crazy One.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's my tribe name.
Can we put that in your
Old Crazy One.
Your name.
That's my tribe name. Oh, crazy one.
I guess I could be considered crazy,
But
too.
just think about it. It's like a group of all these people, like millions and millions and millions of people that you have no issue just talking to them
I
about
know.
parenthood.
It's so true.
So it's like,
no, I
know
totally
what?
get what you're saying.
we should have somebody write a parenthood Bible. Boom.
Dang. Why has
Hat and
nobody done that? Why has nobody? How helpful would that be?
You know what? We are the Parental Bible Podcast. Now somebody just needs to put it on paper. Boom.
We really should start writing
That just happened.
some. Yeah. Okay. Let's start it.
Nah, I don't know.
I want to.
It would just get somebody
I
in
think
the
it's a
audience
good
to do it.
idea. Yeah, it could be like one of those books where you're like, you choose like these different options. So you have like, what you're doing, and then you're like, you can choose A, B, or C, and then that would take you to like this other. You know what I'm talking
Or
about?
maybe we could just make a book where there's a saying on one page, and then boom, my face pops up and like, yeah.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. I think Mike is going to write us a parenting Bible, and
It should drink all that energy drink
read
by
it.
itself, though, by the way. And I think it's finally calming down.
And coffee.
And coffee. All the caffeine that goes
We
through.
need it. No, but seriously, this is a new one. I had another one last week, and this is called Yerbe or something.
So if anybody out there is from your bay, please let us know. We would love for you to sponsor because obviously parents need
Yeah,
caffeine.
it's 100. It's
She
100 milligrams of caffeine, 0 calories. Tastes like a White Claw, except no alcohol.
And just so our audience knows that when Elise is sitting at her desk, she is completely quiet all day long. So
I when I'm at work, like I do my best. So right
you're
now,
saying that because our bosses are listening.
no, I'm serious. I have to concentrate. That's
Right.
why.
Me too.
So yeah, I just that's how it goes.
Well, it's been a lovely week.
It has been a lovely week.
It really has.
It's Friday, so
That doesn't mean anything when you're a parent.
I know.
You have to go home
It
to
really
your
doesn't.
kids, go watch your little freaking
Tournaments and-
series or whatever.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't mean anything. We're not off. We're not off the clock. We just don't get paid.
Remember before we had kids, we were like, yes, Friday night, boom, let's do
Seriously.
it. And now we're just like,
Now at 8:00, I'm getting my onesie jammies on, and I'm sitting in my bed watching Netflix.
where are your kids?
They're old now. They can go do stuff.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
No, I mean sometimes we'll have like family. Like a lot of the times we'll have
You had
family
just
movie.
said what you do.
I want to do that
I just
tonight.
go upstairs and
is,
just go
is there
put my
something wrong,
onesies on and
people?
watch Netflix.
I want to go sit in my room and watch Netflix in my onesie. There's nothing wrong with that. Parents, you can do that too.
While your kids are drawing on the wall.
My kids are older now, so yeah, they're doing graffiti instead.
They're becoming artists.
Okay, guys.
She used to be a rap star.
Also, not a rap star.
You did say
No,
a rap
I
star.
sang with a rap group.
Can we end the show on a rap? No. Damn it. I was hoping to throw that in before we left here, but
No,
sorry,
no.
guys.
Maybe
I'm
next
gonna
time.
try and convince her.
Maybe next time.
As
But
an intro.
We're gonna need some beatboxing. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
All
see
right.
you guys on the next episode of Parental Composure.
Bye.
Ready, go.